How you guys feeling heading into this thing? Kind of wish you were playing today, maybe even a little bit.
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, we're playing good baseball right now, and finish strong, and excited about the opportunity.
Well, is there any sense of urgency knowing that to get into the NCAA tournament, you guys probably have to win this tournament?
Oh yeah. The sense of urgency is I mean, we've kind of known that for about the last month. That was going to be our path. So all hands on deck to go get that job done.
Is it difficult to kind of keep the guys thinking one game at a time and not looking at the whole tournament as a picture?
I think you just have to. You got to get in that mode of just being as competitive as you can be on that day. And I think if you do that, then you hit the reset button the next day. So I think ultimately, we have big goals here. We talk about those goals at the start of every year. And so you can't shy away from those things either, knowing what's at stake. So you go play, and hopefully we can come on the right side of some things here.
Tournament starts today, but you guys play tomorrow. Will, is it an advantage or disadvantage to have that extra day? I know it probably affects your pitching, and you're playing for that quite a bit.
Well, it gives Olsen an extra day of rest. It gives Bryce Matthews an extra day of rest. So from that side of it, it probably has helped us a little bit. It obviously condenses things a little bit with the lack of days off, but really at the end of the day, you really need to win the first two games. So we have all of our pitching lined up and ready to go. Emmett only threw 60 pitches last week. Shea's fresh, only threw once last week. So it'll be, and I like the emergence of Kyle Perry at the back of games right now. That's been a welcome addition, to finish some of these close games off. So we're looking forward to getting down there and having a chance to get off to a great start tomorrow.
How is Bryce doing?
Bryce is getting better. He's moving around a little bit better this morning. It's really, he's swinging the bat fine. So just a matter of getting some little kinks worked out, and hopeful that he'll be able to go full go tomorrow.
With him being out on the weekend, how much of that was load management versus like he actually needed a little time?
Well, he needed the it wasn't load management from the standpoint of I probably would have at least DH'd him. At some point he just didn't feel like he could go. And again, kind of knowing we're already in the tournament, obviously the seeding could be affected, but we needed to get him 100% or feeling closer to 100% this week, and playing him last weekend would not have gotten him there. So I wouldn't say it was, hey, we're trying to get him off his feet because he's tired. It was just he really couldn't go. Just the tightness there, and I think it was the right move.
Is the DH play this weekend?
I do, yeah.
Is the DH in play for him this weekend?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm hopeful though that he can play defense. I mean, I think it lines up better for us if he can play defense. I think with maybe having another chance to play a matchup with the DH situation. So I'm hopeful that he can go back and be full go that way.
If you make it to day 3 behind Emmett and Jace, where do you go next for your starters?
Great question. Well, I really don't. I don't know. I think we got to do whatever we got to do to win the first game, obviously, and then we'll see where we're at after that game. Kaminsky will be ready to go game 2. Kept him on a shorter pitch count as well last week. So whatever we've got left at that point, we'll look at it and see what it looks like from there.
Well, it's your first tournament as head coach of this program, and for a lot of guys, it's their first experience in this tournament. So what are just kind of your expectations of being in this environment?
Well, they do a great job. Was there, I guess, 2014. We played in front of 20,000 people, and the championship game. Our people here do a great job running the tournament. It's obviously a great venue, and having a lot of Husker fans there. I mean, we feel that support. So, just like I said, I mean, we're excited to get up there and play, and we're playing to win. We're going to play to win a championship.
Kind of walk that line offensively of using your power and playing small ball.
Yeah.
Considering the ballpark, is small ball going to be more emphasized?
Yeah, I think what you've seen from the last couple of weeks is in play for us. We've had some guys that have executed some bunts, some hit and runs, some safety squeezes, that type of stuff where it makes us a little more versatile offensively. We've cut the strikeouts down too the last couple of weeks, which has been good, and we really haven't sacrificed any power. I just think that team brand of offense where it's just, you've got the star power at the top of the order. Those guys have been there all year. It's the role players at the back half of the lineup, and I say that they're great players, but they need to play a role. They need to be willing to take hit by pitches, walks, do what it takes to move the offense and set the top of the order up. And we've done a good job of that the last couple of weeks. And we've found ways to score over the weekend without Matthews in the lineup. So that was good that we could get a series win against a team that was fighting for their postseason life without Bryce.
Max and Bryce were both named all-conference first-team selections. I don't think anybody's surprised about that. We know we've asked you about them quite frequently about their success this year, but seeing them rewarded with that, what does that mean to you as their coach and to them for all the efforts they put in?
Yeah, they've been, in a year where you've seen it sometimes with guys in their draft year where you put too much pressure on yourself because of things that you can't control. Those two guys have been amazing at just day-to-day just being the best they could be for the team, and that's probably the thing I'm most proud of them for, because Max and Bryce, they both had accolades before. They don't play for those, they play for the team, and so I'm proud of how they've handled the expectations, and they've really led us all year long. I mean, and unbelievably consistent, and two guys that are going to play baseball for a long time.
Will, have you, in your coaching career, have you won a conference tournament before? You were part of that 05 team here, right?
Yep. We won the SEC tournament in 2016 at A&M. And then, we won 05, I guess it was, when I was a volunteer coach on that team. So, and then 3 times as a player, obviously, here too. So, Texas A&M, I think a couple different times. 07, we won it. So, Bricktown, we won a few championships and played in some finals in the Big Ten championship, as an assistant coach. So, pretty familiar with the tournament format.
Is there just some common thread there, I guess, just in terms of the momentum and and just getting on a roll to win a tournament, any event like that?
Yeah, I think you gotta be hot at the right time, and I always hesitate to use the term hot because I think it indicates the ability to be up and down. I just want to be consistent, and that consistency has kind of slipped through our fingers sometimes this year. So I'll gladly say right now I feel like we're hot. We've got a team that feels good about themselves. We're going offensively. We've got some roles kind of established on the mound, and all it takes is 4 more wins, and you can turn a lot of things around pretty quickly.
What stands out about Rutgers?
Well, they're a very, very balanced team. I mean, they've got a freshman that we're going to face. It's really competitive, and they got a good breaking ball and good lineup. I mean, they have one of the best players in the country playing center field for them, and they've got a really tough lineup. So, certainly probably got snubbed last year. The standings were pretty jumbled up this year. They were right in the mix to go win the league. They're well coached. They're tough. Really big challenge for us.